2000s. Welcome to NRG Stadium. A kickoff in what should. And the Carolina Panthers for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. This is Stewart again. And he's got room. And a cut. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrible than all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What a terrific way to open things up in this game. They've established dominance early, and that's all teams talk about each and every week. Who's going to take control, who's going to win the line of scrimmage, and who's going to get the running game going, and that's what they're doing. Because right now, they've tilted the field to where they are actually running downhill, as we like to say, and it's really hard for defenders to equal that out.
And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down.
Oh. Catch it, catch it. Ah!
He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down.
Oh, and he was got it.
Is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Yard gain. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Throwing his car on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The three-time All-Pro, Luke Kuechly, with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. Now it's Ginn. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They come up in an offset eye. Newton to his fullback, Tolbert. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Carl try it again on second down. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. So the D-line's going to spread out. On third and long, it's Carr. And the ball's out. Carr lost it. And this will be recovered at least by the offense.
Yes.
But he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a...
I don't understand why.
Safety. So this is now the 4th time in the last 6 Super Bowls that we've had a safety. Obviously, that's strange when you figure during the regular season, on average, you'll see a safety about once every 14 games. So an oddity here. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here's Ginn.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on third.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right.
I was like, it was wide open, but you're running this way. Just zip the ball right there, dude.
So one quarter down here with my good friend Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, partner, recently we've had a lot of MVP discussions. Here's the thing I want. His team's below 500. Should he be able to win the MVP award?
Personally, I think so. I think what always hurts a guy like David Johnson in that position is if you have other people having monster years as well. So for a lot of voters, the tiebreaker is who's having a better team season. And that's what ends up eliminating guys like David Johnson, despite the year he's having. In any normal deal, David Johnson would be one of the top 2 guys for the MVP race.
3rd down and 4. Now Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think that youth will be served for Dallas. And what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are giving them, I think the rest of the team is feeding off of it.
One team I didn't mention, maybe they could make some noise. Who?
I would say Green Bay, because they still have a chance to win the NFC North in a showdown possibly with Detroit in the final week of the season.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go with Murray again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect.
Damn it.
Passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And there's
Yeah!
a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
I couldn't get to the end zone, dude. I can't believe that guy would have had 199 yards.
72 yards. They've had a tough time tracking him down all night, and that might have been the best chapter in the Super Bowl book so far.
And I don't want to jinx him, but I just saw the engraver walk by with the Super Bowl MVP trophy. Maybe it's in order for him.
Now they'll run with Tolbert, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart.
Damn.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
This is Whitaker. And we'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On second down, here's Carr. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. This is caught.
Yeah, baby! Let's go!
Hooking up for a big one there. 57 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, Google. What's the score of the Blackhawks game?
The Blackhawks are leading the Avalanche 1-0 at the end of the second period.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
It doesn't really matter, but let's see.
Okay, Google. How do you pull the ball down in Madden 17 as a quarterback?
Sorry, I don't know how to
They've
help with
been
that
moving
yet,
the ball
but I'm
well
still learning.
offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now,
Okay, Google.
finally the defense gets there.
Madden
And you have to
17
find a way to
controls
disrupt their rhythm.
quarterback
Do you do it with
run.
coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure,
Sorry,
and it was the
I don't
right call.
understand.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Brandon, these two have formed a pretty good partnership. Cooper in his 2nd year, Carr in his 3rd. But what makes a duo great can also be their downfall when you go to the well too often. And this ball is one that Derek wishes he could have back.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just...
There's a way to look at it. It's one more time.
do over one more R1 settings. R1.
R2 it says. Weird.
Yeah.
I guess that one time I just fucked.
It's appreciated. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Newton. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring 51st Super Bowl from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report.
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They come out here in the eye. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Again, it's Murray. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I think the easy thing now...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. Slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Carr turns, hands to Murray, muscles him off.
Let's go!
Before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll run it here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete here. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
One receiver to the left is Cooper. From the gun now on third down, Carr trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. They'll give him 8 on the play. And
no
that'll
way.
Bring up fourth down. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. If they tuck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
All right, here we go. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defense...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Up-tempo.
Latavius Murray taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Start the drive with a run by Steve.
Oh, no way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw on second down is Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Newton now on some blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin, able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up losing 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
It's almost gotten to the point in the NFL where 3rd down is a throwing down, no matter what the distance. It just feels that way. So how about the discipline there by the defense? Understanding, reading their keys. They run the ball on 3rd down. They don't just handle it with technique and stay at home, but they become disruptors, actually getting back there, making a big play, big loss, and now they're putting the balance of the field for their team.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? That was 2nd down run for Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Addison bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Yeah!
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly.
Now look at this. They get the turnover. They needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by first-rounder Carl Joseph. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Johnson in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing.
No!
But it's really, really difficult. You've got some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have 9-8 as a first down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Now, after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away.
Safety.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Come on, D!
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Holding!
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he's going to go
I don't know how to put a ball
behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On second down, here's Newton.
Yeah! What? Where did that get from? I fucking threw that.
Mario Edwards in there. Woo! His second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him.
Yeah!
A very solid gain of 27. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again.
I did not just
move! There he goes, left side.
That was supposed to be a fade, but he stopped. This was a goal line fade. So he stopped and waited. Throwing and running. I don't know why I did that. He stopped. He was waiting there.
Crown a champion after this.
Running.
Boom!
Dude, that's terrible. Terrible reception. There goes the game.
Looks like we have it. But not really. We got fucking a touchdown extra point gets you 8-8. I mean, gets you another 8.
Still an important piece of business 16. To take care of, the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Right.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's in the end zone.
Why is he running?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, I'm always going to.
A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. They've had a great game, but one final stop, that's what they're thinking about right now, aren't they?
And I think they believe that it's almost in the bag because of how they've played all game long. Look at them out there, just confidence at every step. They've held them for most of the game. They think one more stop is almost inevitable.
They're hoping so. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Back to throw. The catch made in the middle by Ginn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Just gotta let this time hopefully tick away.
They'll look to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Oh, it's on me. Holding on me. Bitch!
And now inside the red zone.
Come on, let's go!
Will operate. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Rock at y'all!
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Newton to throw. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. defense.
What? What are you
When
going to
add
do,
to it,
bitch?
you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now it's Newton. Can't find anyone else.
Yeah!
And that
He
will
went,
be
A little pop, and I don't know why I didn't.
Fourth down!
I'm worried about him zipping it to pocket.
Fourth down, this is it.
How about the guy at the second level, a big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. That is caught at the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he's into the... And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They got one big call left. Here we go.
So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final.
Audible, all the way down the field.
Not just the guy kicking the ball, but how about the snapper and the holder as well?
One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need 2 to tie.
Go on, D!
Cam looking to throw.
Yeah! Go, 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 go!
It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back. Past the 45-yard line. And the defense stands tall. The 2-point try is no good.
You gotta kick him off.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. "25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance." And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is Murray fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Oh,
what are you doing? I thought he was going to go down.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
oh, he just played the ball in his
And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world.
Woo!
The trophy as
They
the
gotta
Super
win.
Bowl champions.
Fuck. In a 16 to 14.
And when this moment comes, I think you
1.5
look at the
really
workouts,
big,
training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super
I
Bowl
was getting
champion.
dominated, but you
It's
weren't
worth it.
actually-
It
Chico
certainly
Rivera.
is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their